Yes, yes, yes. What's going on, good people? I'm your homie, HerbMan. Thank you for rocking with the best, man. And this is another episode of, you guessed it, Herb of the Day, man. You guys ready? Hope you guys are ready. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. For some of you guys that don't know how the program go ahead and hit that subscription button. For all of you guys that do, we appreciate you, man. And we thank you guys for all of the support and all of the love, man. We're gonna keep on getting it to you. You already know. Now this one is for the ladies. So ladies, go ahead and get close to the tube here and listen about this particular herb. Let me know if you guys get the presentation. All right. So again, thank you for tuning in to the Herb of the Day show live with your homie HerbMan. All right. And this is your episode of Herb of the Day. Now, what is our Herb of the Day? Our Herb of the Day is go by the name of Black HAW. Black HAW, H-A-W, okay? And the origins of Black HAW are North America, okay? Mostly the colder climates, Canada, things of that nature. And it is a deciduous shrub, okay? So it's a very kind of more of a smaller tree, doesn't really grow that particular high. And also, too, again, it lives in the cold climate, okay? So that's going to be wintertime and in the northern parts of North America. And also, it grows to the height of about 5 meters, okay? Now let's look at some of the historical fun facts here on Black HAW. We see that it also has a another common name of sweet Viburnum, and then the scientific name is Viburnum prunifolium, okay? And mostly when we're talking about Black HAW, we're going to be talking about the root bark, okay? The part of the root. And let's look at some of the actions that Black HAW has here. Now, it says that it's been historically known to have a uterine antispasmodic action. Now, that kind of self-explanatory. For guys that don't know, that pretty much means that it has the actions to be able to stop or help fight against spasms or muscle contractions, right, in the uterine area, okay? And also, it is an anti-asthmatic, right? So it helps with although the asthma action that happens within the lungs. So it's very good for that. And that should be something for you guys to look it up for. And it also has hypotensive properties. So in other words, it will lower your blood pressure, okay? So it's good for lowering blood pressure, but if you have low blood pressure, then you may not want to go this way. All right. And it also has a nervine action, which means that it's good for the nerves and calming the nerves, as well as it being a sedative, right? So that's good for calming the womb, the muscles, and everything around the relaxation in the womb area. So that's a pretty good action as well. It also acts as a diuretic and as an antidiarrheal, which means it stops diarrhea. Diuretic means it promotes urine flow. All right, now the keynote for this is that it is a female drug, okay? It's a female herb, okay? And that's why I said all hail to the ladies on this one. So if you're dealing with anything that this is going to be good for here, then this may be something for you to research. Now, it has the constituents in it as coumarins and salicin. Coumarins is just kind of a substance that derives from the cassia family, and that means that it kind of gives off a more cinnamon type of flavor to it. So it's more of about flavoring. And the salicin is an agent or ingredient that is in this particular herb that that is basically good for anti-inflammatory. Okay. So that's a very good constituent to have when you're talking about an herb. Now, what are some of the recommended uses? Some of the historical uses here, excuse me. Some of the historical uses are threatened miscarriage, okay? You would give it to the individual 4 to 6 weeks before their due date delivery, and then that would help for the not worrying about the miscarriage. Now, if you're talking about after birth pains, then it was used for that historically. Or false labor pains, it was used for that. Painful menstruation, or what we call difficult menses, it was good for that. Absence of periods from general debility, meaning menopause and things of that nature. It was good for that. Morning sickness, prolapse of the womb, when the womb drops, okay, when the uterus drops. It was good for that. Flooding of the menopause, good for that. It was good for asthma, high blood pressure, tetanus. It was also successful in the cure of 2 cases of cancer of the tongue. So it has been known to be good for tongue cancer as well. All right, now some of the recommended ways that they talk about preparing this particular herb here is one way is to do a decoction, which we always love, and that's going to be 1 teaspoon, okay, to 1 cup of water, and you gently allow it to simmer in that boiling water for about 10 minutes, and then you drink half a cup 3 times a day or as prescribed, okay? And also too, you can find this in the liquid extract. The recommended dosage there is about 4 to 8 milliliters in water. Again, another way is to get it in powder form, and the recommended dose there is 2 to 5 grams by capsule or decoction. And then the very last way they recommend it is the tincture, and you can do 1 to 5 ratio and about 70% alcohol. Remember that vodka is the best way to do a tincture when dealing with the herbs. For some reason, vodka just allows all of the good medicinal value and essential oils of the plant. It really extracts it in a non-comparable way than most other ways to tincture. Also too, it says for this tincture here, you could do a dose at about 5 to 10 milliliters, okay? And that's just some of the historical ways. As you can see, the bush is a very pretty tree, has a nice little greenery here with the white buds that are coming out of it. Again, very good uterine tonic, very good for irritable conditions of the uterus. So if you're dealing with those things, you may want to look there. Lower back and pelvic area type of issues, especially when you're dealing with acute pain in those areas. This may be definitely a herb for you to research. It's also been known to be good for cardiac diseases. Been known to make a good heart tonic. Okay, it's also been known for cramping pains, or when you're talking about cramping in the bile ducts or in diarrhea, when you get them real bad stomach pains and real bad menstrual cramps. It's been known to be very, very efficient for those types of things. And I mean, and that's a good thing, because those are 2 different types and 2 different varieties of cramps there. So to be able to have a herb that can, be a good tool to use for 2 different types of cramping is pretty good. That means that it's very good at being antispasmodic, okay? Even been good at treating epilepsy, okay? So this is a very good herb, ladies. Definitely would tell you to go and do your research on this, especially if you cramp real bad, if you have a lot of muscle spasm, especially in the stomach or the when you're dealing with your cycle. I think that this would be a very, very good alternative, very good thing for you to try out and go and do your research on here. Again, we say that Black Hawk is most effective for menstrual cramps, okay? Most effective for menstrual cramps. Again, I'm not a doctor nor a physician, so please, please consult a physician before utilizing anything you see here on Leaf of Vital Essentials channel. Excuse me, can't get my words out, man. And I'm going to turn this screen on around and talk to you guys for a hot second before we get up out of here, man. Thanking you guys again for everything. You guys continue to go to that Twitter there and follow us at Love HerbMan. And like I said, the family is growing and growing each day, and it has everything to do with the guys and gals that continue to tune in and continue to give us big likes and continue to hit that subscription button on the screen here, man, and continue to just spread the word, man. Like you said, we're trying to be your #1 station for herbal education, as well as continue to hit you upside the head with these wealth strategies. Continue doing a lot of research and try to come up with some really good tools that we could really use, that could be for the common man to use. And it's kind of hard. You really got to do a lot of research and a lot of studying to figure out what is, practical for the common man to be able to utilize, especially when we're dealing with wealth. And so it's just as difficult even with the herbs. I mean, you really have to do your research on all this information. So I appreciate all of you guys for staying tuned. I appreciate all of you guys for your support. And we just say continue to hit the buttons, continue to share the message, man, because I love you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, man. And this has been your episode of Herb of the Day. I'm your homie HerbMan. Till next time. Peace.